glad you love her. Oh, it's time to stand. Stand now? I guess I could stand, yeah. This feels like a weird sexual trick. Can I sit down now? I'm enjoying dinner. Freaking bullying me. Tell them the Apple Watch time to roll. Ben, what the heck does that mean? Apple Watch time to roll. Tell them, guys, ooh, I think Ben posted a riddle in the chat. I think Ben posted a freaking riddle in the chat. What is it, little troll? Tell them the Apple Watch time to roll. Tell them the Apple Watch. Oh, maybe I solved it. I don't know. Time to roll. And I literally was like, oh, what? And I was like, I called Ben and I was like, why did it just tell me that it was time to roll? Thank you, Tyler. I had accidentally set it to wheelchair mode. Which is even funnier because how patronizing. If I was in a wheelchair and I had it like rolled that day. Thank you, Prince. My gosh. And it told me it was time to roll. Bitch, what? That's crazy. I literally could not. I was like, oh my god, it detects that I have gained weight. It just told me that it was time to roll instead of stand, but I set it to wheelchair mode. It's so funny. That is so insane. Why is that a mode? Are there any wheelchair users in here? Because if I was a wheelchair user, guys, and I freaking got that, I'd be like, oh, what the fuck? It's like if you had like an injury to your leg, it was like, time to limp. You'd be like, huh? If you were like blind, time to feel around. It's like, what? I guess they wouldn't. But it's like, oh my gosh, what? It feels like we're chatting at a bar. Could you imagine my bitch ass at a bar, like, be like, like, oversharing and like just eating a lettuce wrap? Like, where'd she come from? In here, that means you guys weren't following me in the first place, greedy bastards, watching my content without giving mommy a snack. Follow me! Anyway, upperclassmen. So I was invited by an upperclassman, and they were like, you have to sneak alcohol into this party. And I was like, what? Why? We're not 21. And they were like, you have to like bring some for us. And I was like shaking in my little boots. And so I had my mom like buy me a dress and a purse, and my dad had these like little shooters and stuff, like alcohol shooters, like the tiny bottles. And so the night before, I was like, how do I sneak these like seniors alcohol? And so I took a seam ripper and I cut around the inner lining of my purse and I stuffed like 10 shooters in it, and then I hand sewed it back up. The craftsmanship, undeniable. And I was gonna bring it, but then I felt guilt of 1,000 men, and I was like, I can't do this. This isn't who I am. And so I didn't go. I did an article. Oh, she did an article. Shut up. I had an article written about me. The news is out. Wait, I'm actually gagged because the guy who hacked my account, my advice account, is probably getting a ton of notifications right now, being like, I need advice, and he's probably like, I don't know how to help these people. Get him! Anyway, you guys, yes! I'm gonna eat your... What? Thank you, I meant to say thank you. I don't think this is gonna pay for anything. And I was right, girl. Damn. And so I looked up careers, and it said dental hygienist. And I was like, yeah, frick yeah, okay, sure. So I do research, and I hyperfixate for 2 weeks on how to be a dental hygienist. 2 years of this, 4 years of that, 6 of this. No, not for mommy. I go next door to the dental office right across the street because I didn't have a car. And I asked the guy, he owns his own practice, and I was like, do you like train people? Illegal, by the way. Illegal. Probably even for me to ask that. Very illegal. Thank you, Xavier. Thank you, Serena. And I said, do you train people? And he was like, yeah. What do you want to be paid? And I'm like, Mom. He said, I will pay you any dollar amount on the hour if you can make 2 weeks of training under me. And I was like, freaking bet. I asked the receptionist, she's like, I get paid $60 an hour. I'm like, I can say a number and you'll pay me? He goes, if you make 2 weeks shadowing me. Okay. So I buy scrubs. Very expensive, by the way. Very expensive. I buy scrubs. My mom's very supportive. She sends me some scrubs via mail. I put them on. My ass has never looked fatter. It was a great week. And I go, and it's peak of COVID. Someone said I pissed them off and I'm not funny. I just screwed your mom in your own bed. SpongeBob sheets look great. Sorry, I'm supposed to be nice. Sorry. Ugh. Anyway, at some point, I was helping with a root canal, which is surgery, at 20 years old, nay, 19, and her tooth falls down her throat. I'm a wee girl. I don't know what to do. Doctor doesn't notice. I say, doctor, doctor. He doesn't hear me because the drill is drilling into this girl's bone. So he's like, take the forceps or whatever the frick they're called. And I had to reach down this elderly woman's throat and grab her canine. That's illegal. Immediately, I go home and I'm like, I'm breaking a law. I'm breaking many laws, I think. And I called him and said that a family member got sick and I'm moving across the country. None of those were true, thank God. And I hung up and I never saw him again. So I didn't make it the 2 weeks. He was right. And technically, I was once a dental hygienist. Lore. How long did I last? In bed or... Oh. Ben, stop pinning stupid shit! Yeah, I don't know why I told you that, but it's a thing that I didn't know was a thing. My second job was working as a waitress at a restaurant where in my first week, I went up to my first table after being trained and I asked the man, he ordered breaded chicken and I said, and how would you like that cooked? And he looked up at me and he said, how would I like my chicken cooked? Thank you for the galaxy. And I was like, yeah. He's like, it's chicken. And I panicked because I was young and stupid and I just heard adults say that. And I said, well, yeah, but you know, the way we bread it and everything, I just need to know how you like it cooked. I doubled down and he said, well. I was like, right. The way we bread it, I need to know how you want your chicken cooked? What? Oh my gosh. Being a princess party, you just have insane stories, but one of them, there's always a stupid, stinky older brother that wants to spoil the fun. And I was in full costume glam as Elsa, I think, and this little girl is like in my arms. She's the birthday girl. She's like 4 years old. And the older brother, like 13, comes up with all this stinky little friends and goes, we know you're not real. And I go, I'm not real. And he's like, yeah, you're not real. And I backhanded him. I didn't get tipped. Thank you, Heather. I was like, let it go, please stop touching my butt. Let it go. Let it go. Anyway, tip was also not great. The tip was not great either. Anyway. And I thought I ate. I would like write little notes being like, thank you so much for your business. I dropped it in the bag thinking they would tip me more. They actually would tip me less. I get it. It's annoying. It's pack it up energy. It's like, girl, cold hands, warm heart. Anyway. And everyone would be like, prove it. Prove that you're Elsa. And I'd be like, feel. And it was like the coldest hands ever. And they were like, ah! No offense, but what's wrong with you? I think I am who I am. I don't know. You guys made me popular. That's on you. I do have a learning disability though, so technically you're canceled because you're bullying someone who's disabled. Get him. My earring, what about it? My earring, what? Wait, what about my earring? Oh! My earring was unclipped. Pokies, Mama loves you. You saved me. You saved me. Thank you, guys. Thank you. What is that? I think you should give up social media and get a job. I have a job. I actually have a full-time job, probably more than a full-time job. I'm a professional graphic designer. I'm a published artist. I work 9 to 7. So yeah, I literally got off work and then started this live. So you can suck a bag of dicks because I have a full career that I've been doing for 2 years. And I got it right out of college because I'm so desirable. Yeah, anyway. Look, these are permanent. Don't say you don't like them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mommy's home. Okay, Leah Michelle. Yes. Taylor and Travis got engaged. Ashby just shat her bed. Breaking news. Go follow Spilled. Yeah, Spilled History. Thanks, Benny. So we can gossip about you guys in my family group chat.